All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome. Happy Sunday. It's kind of a late stream, but just wanted to jump on here. Wanted to say thank you. First off, we hit 2K subscribers, which is pretty sweet. I think it's 2,120 right now, which is it's awesome, dude. It's a good start. Let's continue to grow it. And what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna jump into Forge World, and I'm just gonna show you a few trips. Not trips. We're gonna take a trip to Forge World, and I'm gonna show you a few tips and tricks that you can implement into your Forge maps with the custom browser coming up fairly shortly. If anyone's watching this right now, we got 3 concurrent viewers. Let me know how the audio is. Let me know how the video is. It's Sunday, it's pretty late, so... Wait, what's going on? Why isn't Forge working? Is this gonna work? Did you see that? Like, exited me out. Okay, that's pretty strange. I don't think Forge is working tonight. Let's try some socials. Ah, perfect timing, yes. I'm trying to get Forge to work. But for some reason, maybe I gotta do Halo 2 Anniversary tonight instead of Reach. Maybe we build on Skyward. Is that the one? I think it's Skyward, yeah. Or what's the other one? Or Nebula? Was that the one? Let's see. I'll see if Forge works, man. For some reason, it keeps exiting me out. But, alright, here we go. So I think H2A is working. What's up, everybody? Got 6 of you in here. The creation has rejected the creator. Yeah, that's pretty sad, huh? But, let's jump in here, see if we can make something cool. Alright, so right off the bat, we got this little platform. Just floating in the middle of space. Alright, so this is pretty neat, actually. We have, from what it looks like, just a bunch of asteroids. I think having that as a skybox would be pretty cool. So let's just jump in real quick. Go to scenery. Or it's natural. We'll do some terrain or some rocks. We do a rock arch. Nah, let's see. Do a large hill. Can we do some rocks? Like large cliffs? Okay, cool. Now let's see if... Let's see if we do something like this. Maybe we could create like a Mars landscape or something like that. I mean, that would be pretty sweet, actually, not gonna lie. Yeah, let's build something like that. An area people can fight on Mars. Maybe we make this a lower area right here. Maybe it's have to take a grav lift up or something. Leave that as is. Cliff small. Maybe we make this the cliffside right here. I doubt there's any trees in this because that wouldn't make sense because it's space. But you never know. You never know. How was everyone's weekend? Was it good? Did you guys have a good one? Let's turn this. I've actually never built on this one before, so what I'm gonna try to do is create some type of just really cool looking like Mars landscape. I think it's perfect with these rock pieces. I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Hey, if you're watching this right now and you could say what's up. Say what's up. I want to hear from you. How you doing? Tomorrow is the start of a new week, man. It's gonna be a good one. I can feel it. Alright. Let's make it like an abyss. Put one more right over here. Just kind of winging this, man. I just wanted to come in here and see if you guys get any cool ideas from what I'm doing. Like I said, drop a comment in the chat if you're watching. Alright, so that's kind of cool looking. Make it a little bit more open. Turn it in a little bit. So I'm building on Nebula for all of you guys that are new. And just trying to create something cool looking. That's it. I mean, since we're in space, I thought it'd be kind of cool if I just create a landscape that feels like Mars, right? I feel like that'd be pretty unique. What's up, Keith? Underground, maybe. Yo, that'd be sick. I'm thinking something along... Oh, wait. We have foliage in here? We have trees on here? Why do we have trees in space? What's going on? Oh, you know what? Maybe what we could do is we could add a building. Where's the scenery? What is it? Is it structures? Yeah, structures. Sorry. So, we could add a building, and maybe it's something along the lines of Tower 3, Tower Tall. No, I'm just looking for the right one. Room triple, room mirrored. That could kind of work. Maybe something like this, where it takes it from like a lower level to an upper level. That'd be kind of cool. Let's see if something like this works. I'll come down here. So now I'll add some terrain down here. Add a cliff large. Flipped it on its side. Because when you flip these rocks around, they have a smoother underbelly. And it works out well. Alright, so maybe we have a cliff like that. Then an area that juts out on the side over here. And then potentially we have an area down below that people could kind of fight in. Right, we can make it like just a flat area. And for over here, we'll basically just make this a cliffside. People can't get past. No, I don't like that. Cliff small, maybe. No. All right. So we have one structure right there. Let's see what else we got. We got a hill large. I don't know if I need a hill large. flat, medium. It's pretty massive. What about something like this? It's got like a piece of land. And then we got a piece of land over here. Maybe this could be an infection map or something. To figure out exactly how that's going to work. But once again, just kind of jumping on here, showing you guys how I forge, how I kind of get my ideas. I really usually just wing it, but my ultimate goal is usually to just make something that looks aesthetically pleasing, right? That's really fun to play in. Alright, so the rock's kind of cutting in, but that's okay. Shout out to all 23 of you that are in here. What's up, guys? Hopefully you had a good weekend. If you're winding down for the night, chilling, getting ready for the week, happy to have you here. I just love the rocks, man. With the skybox, it looks sick. Maybe what this could be is just like one massive asteroid. It kind of seems like that, just floating in space. That could be pretty cool. So if we do a rock, maybe we could do a spire like this. And have one that is maybe jutting out from somewhere. So we have an arch here, which could be useful. Gotta find out where, but let's build a big terrain piece. Let's flip it so it's a little bit more flat. We'll put it right over here. We'll put another one on the opposite side. By the way, are there any types of maps that you guys want me to create before the custom browser comes out so that we can have a good rotation when it does drop? Is there anything you guys would actually like to see? Because I'm happy to make them. You just let me know. Alright, so we have now this environment here, which is pretty open, but it's starting to look kind of cool, to be honest with you. Just build a Mars environment. I'm inspired by the fact that we actually got to Mars. I don't know if you guys ever saw that or not, but it's sick. Alright, let's add a cliff. Whoa, I just died. Did I just die? Yeah, I just died. Let's add a cliff in the center here. Maybe break the map up a little bit. Nothing too crazy. But just a little breakup of the terrain. We got that right there. We got something over here. Nah, I'm gonna leave that open. But I will put it underneath. I will put it like this. That should look pretty sweet. Something like that. So what do you guys think of this so far? Just like a little mock terrain. Probably add some areas over here. Give it quite a bit of verticality. I'll add a bunch of trees and whatnot, but I don't know if trees in space makes sense. Should I do it anyway? Because screw it, it's a video game. Alright, so let's spawn in a vehicle. We'll do a Warthog right now. You can see it's a decent sized map. I mean, it's not that big, but pretty fun. Well, yeah, you know, I just wanted to get in here, kind of show you, hey, this is a cool looking terrain piece. It was really easy to build. Took only about 15 minutes or so. Let me read some of the comments here. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Gotta move this over. I can actually read it while speaking into the mic. All right, so we have a few people in here. Yo, bruh, are you forging on Halo 2? Yeah, I am. How would Bob Ross paint Mars? I'm not sure. Bob Dude says he's drunk. How long have you been forging? Years, man. Yeah, it's starting to look kind of cool, you know? Starting to look nice. Let's see. Do not question the trees in space. No, don't question the trees in space? Okay. Well, we could go for it, man. We could go for it. Let's see. We could put some trees in space. Or you know what I should do? Hold on 1 second. Don't we have... This could actually be kind of a fun game. Hold on 1 second. So vehicles, we have Banshees. No, but don't we have different vehicles as well? Hold on a second. Hornet, Ghost, Wraith, Banshees. Is that it? Or is it Halo 4 that has all the crazy stuff? Alright, so what I'm thinking is maybe I could have a Heretic Banshee. And essentially what you have to do is you have to like fly through cliffs or something. Like, check this out. Maybe this could work. Cliff large, right? Let's flip it. Let's put it over here. Lift it up a little bit. Take the same piece right here. Let's just make like a little canyon. This could turn out being a pretty fun map. Maybe it's like a little Banshee race map or something like that. There's a variety of things that you could do. But if I went on a wash, what I could do is I could show you guys how to build an aesthetically pleasing Halo 2 map. I think that could be pretty cool. I think you guys would get value out of that. But let me know, you want me to keep messing around with H2A on this map or on a wash? Because on a wash, I could show you how to be able to utilize water to make the map actually look pretty, very pretty. A lot of people have problems with aesthetics, so I'm just trying to show you how easy it could be sometimes just to at least get an understanding of what a map could be like. So let's say, for instance, we have an opening here. Let's just fly the Banshee through here real quick. Kind of see how that goes. What are you going to say? Someone says Joe Mama. Halo 1 inspired maps. Maybe Banshee POV map. Banished POV map. I'm actually working on Project Zeta right now, which is fully focused on Halo Infinite. It's really cool. A Mars space station with different colonies. The Last Grunt. What's up, man? Is the Bob Ross of forging? Do you really think I'm the Bob Ross of forging? I appreciate that. Kind of just messing with this idea. So imagine there's like maybe a Banshee race in a cliffside. I mean, that could be pretty cool. I think that could be fun. You guys let me know. But are you playing with the Xbox One controller or 360? Xbox One controller. Yeah, so I built this little terrain right now. I feel like it looks like Mars. Excluding that tree. But this terrain up here just looks really cool. I love the rocks and how they kind of shine. The background here. So let me go into a wash real quick. I just want to show you terrain. I think that looks nice. Of course, you want to add some rocks underneath here, but if I go on a wash, what I can actually show you, I don't know if I have it on this or if it's on my Xbox, because I'm playing on PC. No, it's on my Xbox. But here, I'll go in a wash real quick. And I'll just show you an easy way to be able to create a river that looks really cool. The Final Frontier. Nice map. Thanks, dude. All right, so we're going to hop into a wash on H2A. And I'm going to show you how to build a pretty river. You know, if you guys create maps and you use my techniques, if you guys could tag me on Twitter, I'll maybe shout out some of you guys, and yeah, I think it'd be cool. But let me know if you get any value from this, and if you do, consider subscribing, leave a like, you know, all that good stuff that people tell you to do all the time. I'm not gonna force you. You do what you want to do. But if you feel like I provide value, I post a lot of content, so it could be good for you to do so. Let's see. All right, so we have this water right here, right? And let's say we have this light. One thing I love to do is I love to use the skyboxes and the maps that are given to me by 343 and essentially use them to the best of my ability. So what I would do here immediately is I would go to natural, I would go to terrain, I would go to flat small, and then I would start laying these down and begin creating kind of like this flowy river, right? And start kind of laying that out. Maybe indent it a little bit in certain areas, like up here. Just start laying these pieces down and creating just a unique looking river. Or just a simple river, honestly. This doesn't take too much to understand. But what's cool is that you're getting the reflection of the water. And then over here, let's say we have a large piece that connects to a greater chunk of land. Right? But all throughout here, we have the river, but then we have the ocean cutting in on this side. Place another big one right over here. I'm actually going to want to turn this a little bit because that doesn't look right. Maybe having something like this. Something along these lines, right? You begin to see how it forms. Fill this out a little bit because it looks a little empty right now. Alright, so we have that. Let's go to mediums now. Use the curves on these right here to be able to make a windy river, right? You see where I'm curving these at? Or where I'm placing these at? Place them. And then maybe open it up in certain areas. Like what I'm about to do here. So it seems like the river has outflowed into the ocean, right? Something like that. So now what you got is when you're sitting over here, you have a little river of sorts, you know? Nothing too crazy, but it's a start. All right, and now one of the big things you actually want to do is you go into rock, you go to small C stack, right? Flip this, and for gameplay, it's not always the best to do. Well, actually, no. Go to arch. And what you want to do is you want to use, I think it's this side right here. Yeah. Lower this down just a little bit. Or which side is it? I think it's this side, yeah. And you want to make it seem as if there's like a, you know, some rocks by the river. And you do that by doing this. And you just repeat it in certain areas that you want it. You should be good. So for instance, like this, right? You just keep doing this. And you can begin to get something that looks realistic for at least what you have available in H2A, you know? Like I've said before, nothing too insane, but it definitely looks nice. All right. Let's add that right there. I might not do the whole river, unless you guys want me to do this entire thing, if you guys are willing to stick around for that. Here. Make the rock a little bigger just to break it up a little bit. But now what you can see is it's starting to actually look like some real rock face, you know? Of course, it's not complete yet, but you get the point. I'm actually going to show you how to make makeshift ferns and whatnot in a second. So let me read some of these comments. Your infinite mod looks cool. Dude, the infinite mod is insane. I cannot wait to actually show you guys more of this. This looks like Forge World from Halo Reach. This is a wash, man, and I'm just building a little river right here for everyone. Let's see. Hey, Infinite. Were you looking for a map outside of Skyward? No, I wasn't, but it sounds cool. I'd be down. You'll send me Frosted Flakes if I notice you? Thanks, dude. Now you owe me. Love your content, man. Keep it up. Hey, appreciate it. Guys, I just wanted to say thank you, by the way. We reached 2,000 subs. That's pretty cool. Haven't been doing this for very long, so the growth on the channel is pretty sweet. You know, especially for a Forge channel. The demographic, I don't think, is that large, but it's really cool to see you guys appreciating the work. So let me show you something cool, right? If you go to, is it the first one that's the palm tree? Yeah, I'll show you how to make, I gotta find the palm trees real quick. All right, right here. If you go to these, you just gotta be careful about where you place these, because once you place them inside the map like this, you can't grab them again. But if you want to make makeshifts like ferns, you essentially just take these palm trees and you just drop them in, right? I'm not too worried about it because I don't think I'm going to save this map, but you can begin to see how this kind of looks. And you're beginning to get an environment that feels a little bit more alive. And as you repeat this more and more, you know, you want to spread it out, you want to spruce it up. You don't want to have it all just in one spot, but you know, things like this. It works. It looks good. It's just be careful where you place these because you are not going to be able to pick them up. So now when you're walking through here, you have some of these ferns near the water just to fill out the space a little bit. Just a bunch of cool little things you could do to add variety to your map and just have it stand out from the crowd. These may be things that you guys already know. If it is, great. I hope I at least spark some ideas fresh within your mind. But yeah, you know, it's just repeating this process until you get kind of what you want, right? So now that you have this, I don't know why the lighting is so bad, but now you're starting to get a river, right? You're starting to see it. Let's see. Saw the Banished Glassing video. Great work. Hey, man, I appreciate that. I still owe you a trailer song, too. Yeah, you do, man. Yeah, you do. Yeah, this looks cool. It's just H2A multiplayer. Has wonky lighting. Yeah, I mean, it fixed itself a little bit. If we go to tree large, right? Maybe we want to make this like a... I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe we go do something like this. Do like an infinite theme or something with the the big pine trees, right? Do a small, do a medium. Do a... Yeah, maybe do like a small back here or something. Kind of spread it out a bit. And what you begin to see, I'm going to do this pretty rough. It's not like going to be my best work here, but you'll get the idea. What you'll begin to see is that it just works. It's starting to come together. I usually don't like placing too many of these trees identically, but I mean, you get it. You get what I'm going for. All right. So one cool thing I usually think of adding is actually these rocks right here, the sea stacks, right? You turn these a little bit like this. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that, Honor. Turn these a little bit. Right? Keep in mind, just doing it sloppily. If that's even a word, sorry. Added little arches. People love these arches. I have a map coming out, a custom browser on H2A, which has this. Looks pretty sweet, but if you want to make it a little bit more realistic, add some rocks like this on the bottom here. So it actually seems like it has a foundation. It's not just sticking into the ground. Make it look realistic and as if it actually has a foundation of sorts, you know? It's pretty important. Actually, let's see. something like this, something on the side. Maybe you could shift the rock out completely. Yeah, there's so many fun ways you can kind of mess around with this. Make it feel and look like something that's real, but just by messing with the rocks, you can create a lot of cool effects. So now it kind of looks like an actual arch. You know, it's nice. Looks cool. But let's see. What's up, Hayden? I think Installation 01 was going to have a volcano theme Lockout remake, but I haven't kept up with that game lately. It's all good. So now when you're walking through here, you got some of the ferns. You got the arch. The sun shining through it. We positioned the river precisely so that the sun shines through it. There you go. Just like a little beginner thing. You could add more of these all over, like the arches, for foliage. If you want to add some, this is another good point. If you want to add some, like, I guess you can call these like vines. You could do this. Just take the trees and push them into the rocks. These look pretty sweet. It's a good way just to add some bushiness to the map. And it looks kind of nice. It does. Add it right over here. Now when you're stepping on here, you'll be able to see. Looks nice. It looks a lot more real. You know, especially with the limitations of this engine here, or this forge. But yeah, these are just a bunch of little things you can mess around with when it comes to, like here, for instance, like a dead tree. Maybe a dead tree could be, I don't know, it fell into the water or something. You can mess with it however you'd like. And then also take some small rocks, right? And place them in the water like this, you know? See what type of cool stuff you can come up with simply by phasing rocks. Maybe this has like a, yeah, maybe something like this. Tree fell right by this rock or something, you know? Bunch of really cool things you could do. This tree is hollow. But you guys get the idea? I mean, it looks kind of neat. Now what you got to do is on the sides here, just to bring it all together, you can put a large cliffside. I would turn it just a little so it gets the sun, right? So it's not completely blacked out by the sun as a silhouette, but you know, start kind of filling out the space. Since there's a curve here, turn around to the curved side. Do something like that. Do something like this. Turn it around. Drop it in. I'm doing this really quickly, but it all boils down to creative piece usage. That's literally it, yeah. But now what you guys can see is I've created this little canyon. This could be kind of like a, what is it, Beaver Creek type thing. What did we do? Build this in like 15 minutes or so? I don't know. Let's see. Dude, your detail... Are you saying the detail in this map looks amazing? It'd be cool if on a map like this, the sun would also set with the moon rising. That'd be pretty cool. Passing knowledge again tonight. Do you know any other big forgers? Yeah, I know quite a few big forgers. Who are you looking for? Anyone specifically, like certain forge style or anything like that? Here, let's add another one of these right over here. And by the way, has this been knowledgeable for you guys tonight? Have you guys liked this? Should I do more of these? I kind of just wing these, you know, to be honest. I could do some Halo 5 Forge stuff as well, if you guys are interested in Halo 5. Haven't been on there in a while, but I still understand that Forge very well, thankfully. Even though I've been on MCC quite a bit. Alright, and once again, remember, you don't want these rocks just sitting in the ground. You want to make sure that they look as if they're a part of a greater structure here. Right? I cannot wait for Halo Infinite's Forge. What would you guys actually want to see in that Forge? Do you have any special requests? Any special things that you'd like to see? I'm curious. I am curious. I don't like that position. This is yeah, so now this is looking pretty cool, you know? You've got some cool lighting for Halo 2 at least. Which is pretty sweet. Implement this into your maps however you'd like. And there you go. Alright, let me read a few comments. He's talking about my map. Oh, okay, cool. Not gonna lie, I've learned more about Forge mechanics in the last 15 minutes than in the last 8 years. Really? Well, that means a lot. What's up, Yaya? We're just... hold on. If you want me to jump in and give some scripting advice for one of these streams, hit me up, my dude, for sure. I'd be down to do that, actually. This would be a sick BTB map. The moment when it's actually a natural formation. I'd want to see you flex in Halo 5 Forge. Also, when Halo Infinite finally releases. All the Forgers gotta conversate ideas together. Yeah, I know quite a few Forgers, so we've already talked about it. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? But yeah, now you guys can kind of see how this map is coming together. See, this right here, though, is just not good for gameplay because when you're walking, getting stuck on all these rock ledges. It's good for aesthetics, but it's not good for gameplay. But if you guys are just going to have fun on it, whatever, you know? Let's see. Why not a nighttime? Destroyed human base and Infinite Forge with banished flare. Alright, so when it comes to Halo Infinite's Forge, you guys have no idea how crazy the ideas I have are. I don't know if you guys saw what I was doing already, but I currently have a mod in the works with Rejected Shotgun, and I only say him specifically because the other guys you may not have heard yet, but we have Sergeant 0398, we have Vigilant Phantom, we have Royal Zealot, we have Forerunner, and then we have, I forget how to say, we have Connor, and then this other guy, I forget how to say his name. But they're all great people, very talented people, and I am the primary forger in that. And dude, let me tell you, what I have been creating for you environmentally is insane for Halo Reach. It doesn't even look like Halo Reach anymore. It's really, really crazy. And people are just like, I've spoken to a few YouTubers that are like, you just can't wait for Infinite, huh? And I was like, that's not even about that. Like, I'm just doing this for fun. I'm just doing this so that the community has something cool to mess around with. Regardless, if you know, Infinite comes out within the time that we release it now, which it definitely will, we'll release it sooner than that. But like, I just think it's a fun mod. Like it's a great mod. So once you see what we do, I think a lot of you will be impressed. I'll leave updates on my Twitter every now and then whenever I feel like there's something to share. But yeah, it's such a fun creative journey, that project. I could actually jump into it. I don't know if any of you guys have seen that map yet or not, but actually it's in one of my last live streams, so you'd be able to just go check it out. But alrighty, so now what I did was I just added another layer to the rocks here. A cool thing I could do, which I'm kind of thinking about, is imagine if I shifted, is this the large piece? Yeah, this is the large piece. Imagine if I shifted this. I don't know how this is going to look. But if I shifted it and created like an overhang of sorts. I have no idea how that's going to look. Could be kind of cool. Hang with me here. Let's see if this works. Because this could be a cool BTB map. I have a map just very similar to this. That's actually an official map I made. Hold on a second. Now it looks stupid. But yeah, this is essentially the beginning of what would be a river in H2A. I built it in about 20 minutes, I think. About that. Was that correct? And also, a great thing is if you have a map like this, what you could do is take these large pieces and put them all the way out, right? And you could start to create these little, you can actually make little islands, right? So it looks like there's something actually out here. Detail matters, and these are one of those details, you know? When you're in the map and you're running around, you look outside of the map, and it just feels real, you know? It feels like an actual environment. It feels like there's something to explore outside of the map. So I'll show you what this kind of looks like. I'm kind of winging it right now, but you get the point. All right, let's see how this looks. All right, so I'm gonna put that like this. You use a lot of pieces, but you just got to get kind of creative with how you position them, you know? All right, let's see if this works. And then maybe something like this over here. Just to be able to knock out this sight line so it doesn't look so empty over here. Once again, just rushing this. Nothing I'm really taking too much time on, but so now what you can see is, oh my god, I just blew myself up. Let's shift this one around, put it in here. All right, so when we walk back over here and we turn around, what it should look like is that there's actual mountains out there, and this looks so cool. Appreciate it, man. What do you think about the video Reclaimer Gaming made? What if Noble 6 hunt a chief instead of lock. I don't think that's going to happen. Alright, so now we have this. Doesn't look perfect out there. But when we walk out here, let's say you're fighting in this area. They don't really look that great, but I mean, you kind of get the point. I think I need to just position them a little better. Like, these just look like... Let me just make it so they're not just looking like actual blocks. Just gotta mess with it and see. This is way too many pieces, by the way, to make just like an outside island looking thing, but once again, it's just kind of prove the point that what you want to do sometimes is add aesthetics outside of the map to be able to sell the realism of the map. That's all. Let's say we put something like this right here. I don't know. It's not gonna look that great. Maybe it looks good to you guys, but you can see I'm kind of just throwing it together right now. And also, this piece is like way too close to the actual. Yeah, but like, see, you can kind of see it. You can kind of see what I'm saying. Looks like little islands out in the background. You know, you can't get there, but it looks like you can. Makes the map feel a lot larger than it actually is. And there you go. You kind of got like a fun environment, you know? Be kind of cool to be able to fight in here. Is there a grid on this version of Forge like Reach? I don't believe so. Anyone know when the Xbox 720 comes out? Dude, I have no idea. Halo 7 ODST 2. Yeah, that'd be pretty sick, huh? But anyways, that's that. I think that's going to conclude the stream tonight. It's been about an hour, but if you feel like I provided you guys any value regarding Forge, showing you how to build a cool environment with using palm trees as ferns, little rock pieces and arches, cliffs, terrain, how to make a cool looking river by using some arches here, phasing them into the river, creating little islands on the outside of your map to make your map actually feel larger than it actually is. If you feel like I added value to your life, consider subscribing. Here, I'll save as, because it seems like you guys like this map. And what I'll call it is, I'll call it stream. Because A kind of makes sense because it is a stream, and I made it on stream. I'm just gonna call it test. All right, cool. Hey guys, if you learned something, leave a comment below. And so you're like the GOAT forger? I don't know about that, but I appreciate it. Thank you, man. You could be the next Forge, Halo Forge epidemic with these tips and tricks, since some of the big Forge YouTubers have either moved on or on YouTube anymore. Yeah, I mean, hey, if enough of you guys subscribe to me and spread the word and build my audience, and quite honestly, if you support me on Patreon and all this stuff, it allows me to put more effort into what I'm building here, especially when Infinite comes out. So if you guys want me to succeed and continue doing this, show support however you can. It means a lot. But yeah, I will see you guys on the next one. I'm glad I could do this stream. I had a great time. Check it out. Use these tips. Use these tricks. Peace.